friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. So a little bit of a different video today because I wanted to speak to you about a local spooky location here in Alberta, just south of Calgary in High River. And I wanted to do a YouTube video, number one, because I wanted to reach all my Alberta ghouls, but also because I didn't think I would be able to get all of my thoughts just into a reel on Instagram. So I do have a written review on Instagram, and I wanted to just kind of go over this experience as well, because it's one of the best things that I've decided to do with my spooky events in the past couple of years. And it's also a fairly new location. They did have a soft launch last October, but I feel like not a lot of people know about this place. So I know most of my viewers are in the States, but I wanted to put this out there for anybody who watches from this local area or anybody who is searching for this particular historical home here on YouTube as well. So all the thoughts are my own. I told the owners that I was going to go ahead and do a review, like unprompted. I'm not being paid or I'm not affiliated with this house or anything like that. So this is Mystic Manor in High River, Alberta. And when I first pulled it up, and I can't even remember how I found out about it, because I didn't even know this house existed. Now, it is a historic home down in High River, and it was also used as part of one of the Superman movies, so it's also known as the Superman house as well. So apart from being a historic home, and apart from being used as a movie prop, basically, it is a bona fide haunted house. And when I say haunted house, I'm not talking about carnival haunts or like Halloween Horror Nights or anything like that. There are no jump scares. So this house was built originally in 1905, and it is currently owned and operated as this experience by a wonderful couple, Faye, who is a spirit medium, and her husband Joel. And they are actually two of the most kind and genuine people you will ever meet. Faye has the most wonderful energy, and both of them are just so sweet and fantastic and accommodating. And so the biggest thing is they have such a love for this home, and you can tell. And so this place is a year-round spooky event, and they do run ghost tours. Basically, you can pick your day, you can pick your time, and you can go in, and no matter summer, winter, daytime, nighttime, all of those things, they do have it set up that it is going to be a dark and spooky experience. And just getting into just overall, I don't want to give too much away, because I want you guys to experience this if you're looking for a real bona fide haunted house location to go to. So I wanted to go over three things, actually four things. First of all, number one is the people who own this house. I really want them to be supported. I really want them to be visited, and I want Mystic Manor to be successful, because it's very rare that you go to a place like this. It's, like I said, it's a historic home. The way they have it decorated, which I'm not going to give anything away. I didn't want to put in any pictures or anything other than the outside of the home that I got off the internet. I want you to experience this for yourself, and I want you to be able to go in blind and just be hosted by these two amazing people. Number two, so me personally, as a spirit sensitive, number one, I had an immediate connection to Faye. She has the most wonderful energy. She's a genuine person. She loves this home. She loves what she does. She loves having her gifts, which I don't love having my gifts all the time. So for me, going through this house as a spirit sensitive myself, it's like the spirit activity is almost dripping from the walls. It's crazy the amount of as soon as you walk through the door, you will be able, if you have any sensitivity to the spirit world, you will be able to feel it. But even more so than that, Faye, when she does her tours, she goes over the history of the home, not just the ghost stories. So even if you're not a spirit sensitive, number two, like if you just enjoy ghost stories, that's fantastic. But number three, if you're more on the skeptic side and you know, the ghost stories don't really have anything to do with your beliefs or anything like that, just hearing the history of this amazing place is worth it to go and just have a good time and just have an experience with amazing people. But like I said, for me personally, I got like all three of those things, like the ghost stories. I got to experience it myself as a spirit sensitive. Like, this is a bona fide haunted house. There's, you know, they have some props sort of set up, but this is not a carnival haunt. There's no jump scares. It's the real deal. And Faye has told us that there have been skeptics that have had their first experience in this house. So that's always a fun time, because I know I've experienced more than one skeptic in my life who's completely changed their tune after they have their first experience. So getting into my own personal experiences, the night that Matthew and I went, this was part of my birthday gift. And it was one of the last things that I did before I had my surgery. And, you know, I'm only telling you guys about this now. I couldn't wait to do this video, and I couldn't wait to do this review because, you know, it had happened back in June, but we're coming into spooky season now. It's September when I'm filming this, and I really, really wanted to make sure to get this out there before spooky season, but you guys know I had some complications with my surgery, so this is a little bit late coming. But this was part of my birthday gift, and on the night that Matthew and I booked, there was a little bit of a glitch with the booking system, and Matthew and I ended up being the only ones on the tour, which number one was fantastic, because I really did want to do a review for this place. Even before I got there, like even seeing it online, like I felt drawn to this house. And number two, as a spirit sensitive myself, I wanted to experience all the things, and let me tell you, I experienced all the things. But again, I just wanted to put out there, even if you're not into ghost stories and spirit sensitivity, if you don't have any connection to that, still go on the tour. You'll enjoy it. It's very reasonably priced for what it is. And like I said, you're supporting a historic home, its upkeep, and these two amazing people. And, you know, so Matthew is a spirit sensitive himself, but not as much as I am. And even he had a few things happen, you know, when we were driving on the way home, because he's very quiet. He didn't tell me until on the way home a couple of things he had happened to him while he was in the house. But, you know, just even hearing about how when the two people bought this place, and they stripped everything down to the way that it was back in the day, back when it was first built, you know, the original flooring and the furniture, the way they have it decorated, just everything is very, very authentic. So when you walk in through the doors, you feel like you're walking into a complete other world. And on top of that, Faye is, like I said, a spirit sensitive, so she tells the ghost stories and everything, but she has such a deep love and appreciation for this home that you can just feel that she's very excited when people come to see this place. And, you know, she's telling the same stories basically over and over again. And you can just tell she never gets tired of it. She loves this home, and the same thing with Joel. They both really love this place. So going through, I loved the stories. I loved the ghost stories. I loved the history. And then on top of it, like, you know, if Matthew and I were ever to get remarried, like I would want to take my wedding pictures there. It's so absolutely beautiful. And they have it done up in a way that, like I said, even if you go when it's light out, like we went in the height of summer, so even at 7 or 8 o'clock p.m., it was still light outside and it was very warm. You know, they have it dimmed in a way that is very spooky, and they have, you know, some chandeliers and stuff like that all throughout. So it's very much, it's almost like you would think it's a setup or a carnival haunt, but, you know, like I said, there's no jump scares or anything. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting that sort of spooky, sort of Halloween, spooky season feel, but also, you know, some true ghost experiences. They have pictures from the original family that owned it. And then, of course, the historical element of it as well. And then just to top off the whole experience, there just up the road is a cemetery. Matthew and I, like, we drove, it's over an hour for us to get down there, and so we were a little bit early, so we just went up the road to the cemetery and just kind of walked through there and read some of the headstones and everything. And Mystic Manor is just around the corner from there, so you can go, you can have a whole spooky event. You know, you can go for dinner at one of the pubs or whatever, and see the cemetery and go to Mystic Manor for the ghost stories and the historical element of it and everything. And it's just fantastic. I mean, I haven't stopped thinking about this place since I was there. And for me, you know me, like my life revolves around ghost stories and being a spirit sensitive. And I grew up in an old Victorian home across the street from a cemetery, and I like that place had a lot of spirits. So when I walked into this place, it almost felt like I was home. It was the most fantastic experience, and you can feel the energy change as soon as you walk in through the doors. So like I said, very reasonably priced. Even if you're not having any spooky experiences yourself, it's worth it to go support these two amazing people, experience the house, experience the way they have it decorated, and the history and just the love of, you know, this time period that they've brought back to life. So I go to a lot of these things, and this was probably the best thing that I've ever invested in. So I really wanted to get on here and let you guys know that if I were you, I would definitely put this in, especially for your spooky season plans, but also all year round they're running this experience. And actually in a couple of weeks, we're going to a Victorian seance at Mystic Manor. Now this particular event is sold out, but keep an eye out on their website. I'll have all of their information linked down below. Keep an eye out on their website, their socials. They're on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, I personally think that this is a fantastic experience, and I'm really hoping that you guys think this is a fantastic experience. And I can't wait to see what Faye and Joel do in the future for this house and other events that they come up with. So that's everything I wanted to say about this place. I rambled on far too long, but you know, like I said, I just want you to go and experience it for yourself. I was gonna put in like pictures and stuff from their website, but I didn't want to. I just want you guys to go and experience it for yourself and go in a little bit blind. So please make sure you go out and check out Mystic Manor. Like I said, everything is linked down below, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a question or comment down below because you know I'm chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky, everybody. Bye.